Some lines you shouldn't cross. I crossed one of those lines, and the line I'm talking about is the line of intimacy in regard to your best friend who is of the opposite sex. Her name was Colleen. We went to college together. She was one of the best friends I've ever had. It didn't even occur to me when we met and when we started to get to know each other that, she was a woman, though she was a beautiful woman. She was just like girl next door kind of lady. We hit it off. We became best of friends. Everybody in the dorms would, whisper, "Hey, do you think they're, But the answer was no. And they would ask us at times. They'd ask me, "Hey, are you and Colleen like a thing?" And I'd tell my friends, "No, we're not." And she told me that her friends would ask her the same. And she would answer the question the same way. And it was the truth. As the semester progressed, things started getting cold. She told me that I didn't know what cold was because, see, she was from Michigan. I'm from the South. And she would help me, buy clothes to prepare for winter. And it was her idea. I mean, we got in the situation when it finally happened because she suggested that for Thanksgiving break, instead of me going home, I go to Michigan with her to see what real cold really is. So I agreed, and we drove. I drove. She didn't have a car because she was from so far away. She flew. But I decided, you know what, it would be like a cross-country trip. So she chipped in for gas, and we shared food costs. We got to Michigan, and we did it in 2 days. When we stopped, we stayed in a hotel room. She had her room, I had my room, 2 separate rooms, so no hanky-panky there. But it's like when we got into Michigan, my heating system didn't go out entirely, but it's like the only vent in the dash that would blow hot air was the one in the middle. So I was driving with my left hand, and my right hand I was keeping right there on the vent that was blowing out the hot air. Well, she had both of her hands there at the vent that was blowing out the hot air. So we were just kind of accidentally touching hands. It just happened. Well, the next thing I know, she wraps my hand up in both of hers. She's holding it. And then she leans back in the seat and she actually places my hand on her thighs, like just above the knees. And I didn't take it away. I didn't jerk my hand away. I didn't move it. And as we continued to go down the road, she started moving her hand a little further up her thighs. And we passed Detroit and we were still heading north. She leans over and whispers in my ear, "You can go further if you want." So I drove all the way to Canada.